Hey, for absolutely no reason whatsoever, we're going to start this day wearing this hat and going back to this moment because I got a feeling about this 2023 Cubs team. So let's start it with the greatest moment in the history of sports.
We'll talk the metaphor Messiah, man. I got this one. Let's go. You ever seen the morning star? Mr. Metaphor Messiah, back to show you who we are. I represent a legacy, a pothead like the 70s, a different kind of mind. They say we only speak in melodies. Legend in the game, I think I found a solution. Got a crazy kind of flow, I need a verbal institution. Monster on the mic, I feel like hip-hop then adopted me. You pussy niggas shook, you let them turn this to a mockery. I give a fuck about their recognition. I'm trying to spit the fucking truth, somebody get the message. These politics, they overstate the obvious. They shooting like Stoyakovich, it's war on every continent. Deeper than you know, I'm what you hate if you the government. Young black with heart, I put a hex on the establishment. Niggas playing patty cake and I was trying to regulate. A lot of them are emulate, but none of them are demonstrate. Hip-hop will never need a eulogy. They give us 10%, they trying to take away gratuity. Work for what you want, I learned that shit from fucking Aubrey. And she ain't never lied, I told her this was nothing new to me. This must be everything I'm dreaming. I wake up, my superstition say the government been scheming. Here we go. I roll up, they say
it's Tuesday. I really got to start making sure that all the audio levels are picking up before I start all that because I'm going to really capture myself in a bad situation one day. How you doing? I am DEADONDAVE, and it is Tuesday, September 5th, 2023, if you can believe that. We got a lot going on today. Hopefully you're having a fantastic day. Make sure you hit the like button, and let's get copious. Now, look, if you just had me on a Tuesday to start the week, Lord knows that would be enough. I mean, you would have your fulfillment of Dave. However, I'm not alone. Out of nowhere, out of the bullpen, come on in and come on down. The one and only Bunny Buttons comes back to town. See, I fucked it up. It's been so long since you've been here. I fucked it up. How you doing, buddy, baby?
I'm doing great. I love the introduction.
Yeah, and the big, stupid mumble mouth fuck that I am. Fucked it up. Jesus, now I'm being all mouthy and lippy and then all the cursing. All the cursing.
I love it.
My God, I'm a mess. How are you?
I'm doing great. How are you doing?
I'm fantastic. I'm better because I just took $10 of Teddy's money. Tommy isn't live anymore, so please make sure to give this to Tommy. Oh, and hi, Dave, I guess. You could eat me, and I'm taking all the money that you give me, and I put it in an escrow account. And then if Tommy ever needs anything, I'm going to tell him that I have the money, and he can't have it. So that's what you get.
It's a good idea.
That's what you get. I'm going to spite him until the day I die. Teddy, not Tommy. It's a different team. I'm going to spite Teddy. Constantly. So what have you been up to? You feeling better? I know you've been sick. You've been sickly. You've been unwell, but you're back at it, grinding once again. I think you're even back on cam. How you been? Tell the kids.
I've been pretty good. Things are getting better. Life was trying to bury me for a minute, but I come back.
You can't let life bury you. You gotta keep on climbing.
He was trying. I started blaming the stars and shit. I don't even believe in any of that. And I was like, something out of this world has to be happening to me.
Something's in retrograde. What is in retrograde? Somebody tell us what is in retrograde. There's always something in retrograde. My God.
I know. Everything's always in reverse cowgirl.
Oh, I've never heard the stars mentioned in such a way, but I must say I like it. Trippy Savage, 5 days, $5. Good Lord. You know, the last day of the year will be 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 12, 31, 23. Useless knowledge, you're welcome.
It feels like a curse.
I'll take the $5 though. It does, especially because there's money involved. It does feel rather cursive. Like there is a curse upon this money. If you take this money, your fingernails will fall off. What? Why would that be a thing? That's not even a good thing. Well, curses aren't supposed to be good. I have no idea. There is a lot that we're gonna get to today. We're gonna freaking go through all kinds of stuff, man. We're We're gonna go some places. I got some
Right.
places to take us today. But first and foremost, what do you got going on? What's been going on with the broads and all that good stuff? Anything of interesting? Any good anecdotes or stories to start off before we get going?
The broads have been broad, and we just keep getting broader and broader.
That's good. More broadier than before.
Mm-hmm. That's exactly it.
That's important. It should be the motto, and if it is, send me a check. So, I'm here for everybody. Squatch in the chat, Teddy in the chat, Abby Blackbird, Blue Diamond, Stormy out, Bon Trippy Savage, Sarah Feeder, they call her a rose, and Nani's Moose, plants, all kinds of good people. Hit that like button, tweet out the stream, let people know that we're here live on a Tuesday. All right, so let's just get right into some stuff, shall we?
Let's do
We
it.
don't need to stand on ceremony. So I see the first story that I have is like tour related, but before I get to that, did you know that I saw Jeff Dunham this Saturday?
I did not.
I saw Jeff
I hate
Dunham.
Jeff Dunham,
How
but
do you
I
hate Jeff
respect
Dunham?
him.
Why do you hate Jeff
I
Dunham?
don't think he's funny, but I do respect his puppeteering, though.
Okay, I think it's a fair criticism because Jeff Dunham, and now I've been watching Jeff Dunham literally since 1990. I saw him on Johnny Carson. And,
wow.
Yeah, as a kid, like 7 years old and shit. And Jose Jalapeno on a steak. That became my thing. That became my thing. I've been told by multiple sources, I am what scientists would call a corny Caucasian. So I am, corny Caucasian is the scientific term. Copious Caucasian corniness is Esquire. I don't know. But that's what's the medical term that's wrong with me. And apparently Jeff Dunham really hits that fucking funny bone. But see, the thing with Jeff Dunham is he has gone through these phases of being incredibly cringe. He tried to do too much when he popped. He created all these characters. And the problem with Jeff Dunham is all of his characters pretty much sound the same. And I respect Jeff Dunham. I love Jeff Dunham. And I died laughing at his show. He was fucking hysterical. I have not heard Jeff Dunham that funny in a very long time. Panic Pun, 8 months of love, MushPuff Elite. Watch Terry Fator. No, I was about to get to Terry Fator because I've been talking about him the last couple of days. Because the reality is, Jeff Dunham was very much threatened when that man won fucking America Got Talent Season 2. Terry Fator, if you don't know, is probably the greatest ventriloquist ever live. I mean, like, he is so good for when you never see his lips move. And he's able to sing as he can do impressions in song of famous people. He can sing beautifully. Like, this guy just pushes boundaries and limits like no one else. And he's back. He never goes away. He's been headlining in Vegas for the last 15 years. He signed the 3 biggest deals in the history of Las Vegas. And all 3 of those were the last 3 deals that he signed. He is now currently kicking ass in the All-Stars edition of America's Got Talent because the guy just doesn't fucking quit. He's so good and getting better and better. So you like
maybe I need to look him up because I was trying to learn some puppeteering tricks from Jeff Dunham, and he gets on my nerves so bad I about couldn't watch it. But he is impressive.
Let me give you some Terry Fator. Let me give you a little Terry Fator because I'm just going to give you the first one. The one that started it all for old Terry Fator, the Etta James, man. This is so good. And fuck you, Teddy, even though it's accurate. You liking Jeff Dunham makes too much sense. Fuck you, man. You know, the disrespect.
Gotcha.
Yeah, the disrespect to me and Jeff Dunham, it will not stand. People were fucking coughing up laughing. But he knew he had his crowd. Connecticut is definitely Jeff Dunham's crowd. I mean, Walter was dressed as a Biden. Hey, you know, I get on with all those type of jokes and shit. But even for me, some of them were pretty like, oh, wow. Really? Yeah. I'm like, okay, I'm white, but apparently I'm not that way. There we go. They're levels. They're levels. And but it was fun. It was just such a crazy experience because I've always wanted to see him and I got to see him. But now I really do want to see Terry Fator, and I'm going to give you a good example as to why. Because, my God. Bunny, prepare to fall in love.
Okay.
You looking at the screen?
Yep.
All right, check this out. This is introducing bunny buttons to Terry Fator.
My name is Terry Fator. I am a ventriloquist. It all started when I was 10 years old. I went to my school library and I found a book by complete accident on ventriloquism. I've been performing that for over 20 years, and yet most of America still doesn't know who I am.
This was true. This was very, very true. Terry Fator had a little bit of success, but Jeff Dunham was the only guy who had popped in ventriloquism. Like nobody else was really popping. No one. It's almost like he was holding people down or something. It was really insane.
He probably was.
Might have been. He plays the game.
This is my big break.
All right, bring it on. Next, please.
Hey, look, this is back when David Hasselhoff was on. Look, but I like it better when he's on a floor eating a hamburger. You know, it's better. It's better that way.
Oh no, a ventriloquist.
Shit, goddamn. Oh my God. Look at that panel. Look at this panel, guys. This was a popular panel at the time. David Hasselhoff, Sharon Osbourne, and Piers Morgan.
This is the only panel I remember them ever having. I don't know who's on there now.
Oh, really? No, now it's Howie Mandel and fucking Howard Stern was on for a while. Howie Mandel. Sophie Vergara, I think. I think Heidi Klum might still be there. Scary Spice.
Ooh.
And Howie and who's the other dude? Who's the other dude right now that I was shocked was still on? I was like, oh my God, why is he still on? I couldn't believe that. They still love him in Germany. Trippy Savage is fucked up. That's all you really need to know. But that's like the panel from hell.
Okay, what is your name, sir?
My name is Terry Fator. I'm Emma Taylor. This is Emma Taylor. I'm a singer. Yeah, she's a singer. She does impressions of female singers.
Oh. Well, show us what you got, man.
All right.
Hit it.
What are you doing? What? Wait, Emma, do you know who that is?
Yeah.
You're gonna do an impression of her?
Yeah.
So this is ballsy. Oh, yeah, Simon Cowell. Simon Cowell's on right now still. Yeah, that's right. Thank you, Ferry.
Emma Taylor.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. You cannot see his fucking lips move at all.
Wow. That's so impressive.
Ridiculous.
God.
To be able to hit that the phlegmy stuff, you know, those that like would not move. That's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, at last.
I mean, he's just got a great voice, and then he's not moving his lips too. That's so impressive.
He's got multiple great voices.
All right. Yes,
Now that was. I want to show you one more really good thing. All right, the Orson Welles. That's fantastic. Crying. Yes. That's Pretty Woman. We want crying. We want crying. That's what we want. And then I'll get back to the regularly scheduled program. But yeah, this turtle became very much the love of a lot. Winston the turtle.
I almost went with the turtle hand puppet before I went with my
I'm so
Amy.
glad you're here. You can cheer us all up.
I don't think so,
Yeah.
Terry. I'm kind of sad today.
Why?
Well, my turtle girlfriend dumped me last night.
Oh no. Are you okay? Do you want to talk about it? How are you feeling?
And this is all this guy does. He's got his own theater in Vegas. Oh, wow.
It's so cool.
I could smile for a while.
Ridiculous.
When I
Wow.
saw you last night, you held my hand so tight. When you stopped to say hello, you wished me well. You couldn't tell that I didn't cry.
I know, he just has a beautiful voice.
Cry.
incredible control. But I would highly recommend you checking him out further, Bunny. He really is something special.
Yeah, I could learn some stuff from him. Jeff Dunham, I can't. He drives me nuts.
It's
Even in
definitely
his
nostalgia.
tutorial videos. Yeah.
So I was gonna buy the puppet that he's got he finally made a peanut puppet finally, and like one that's a ventriloquist dummy actual puppet. I didn't want it for the ventriloquist dummy portion. I wanted it because he actually signed these, and I wanted one. Yeah, he doesn't sign it on the website, but he signed it for the show, and I really wanted to buy it, but I wasn't able to get to the. They did not show where the fuck any of the merch was. Like, and we just
don't you hate that?
Oh, it was so annoying. And this is like the third time this happened to me. The last 3 shows that I went to, like this same thing friggin' happened. I went to a wrestling event a couple of times, and same thing happened. We were just so close to the exit. You just kind of go with the crowd. You don't even if you like. Why is there not a booth? I was like, that's bullshit. But
Yeah.
it's great. And then security gets fucking chippy. Goddamn security. Dave, I just want to say thank you, says Zinc. Zank, sorry, Zank, not Zinc. Unless you would like to be called Zinc, I would call you whatever you like, except Shirley. Dave, I just wanted to say thank you. Watching you helped me make my first video. Finally, took months. Hey, you know what? That actually sounds quite right. That sounds. It would take you longer if you listen to my advice. So that sounds accurate. Sounds quite accurate. Teddy, honestly, I'm done donating to you if you're going to use the money to buy a Jeff Dunham puppet signed by Jeff Dunham. Shut up, bitch. Say, you give me all your money and I'll buy Pokemon cards and shove them up Jeff Dunham's pee hole. How about that? Shut up. This guy always starts shit. He always starts shit.
Dang.
Buddy, did you know that apparently Justin Bieber's miserable? I've heard that Justin Bieber was miserable, but I never saw I never saw like physical like proof of it until today. Like, I mean, I'm sure there's been pictures, but I've never stumbled upon completely on my own a video that just made me go, oh. But I found one today. This was the Biebers. The Biebers went to Beyonce last night, and that's the triple B's. Biebers and Beyonce.
Dang. He makes me miserable, so I could see.
Wait till you see. You're gonna feel bad for him. Watch this. This is crazy.
Oh Lord,
it's crazy. Lucid Enemy, Dave. How is the mirrorless struggle going? The struggle is dead. Look at how beautiful we are. But look at this. So there's Haley. I think she's bitching somebody out. It looks like she's bitching somebody
as
out.
always.
It seems to be the case. Like everything that I see about Haley Bieber, she's bitching somebody out constantly. She has resting bitch out face. I don't know what's up.
She does not like other women.
She doesn't seem to like anybody.
Yeah.
But she particularly doesn't like other women. Is that her MO?
That's what I've heard. Word on the street.
Word on the streets. That's
Yeah.
is that the word hot in the streets?
Yeah, everybody's talking about it.
But look at him. Watch him. Watch him. Watch him. Watch him. Watch him. Oh boy.
Oh.
Oh boy.
Oh yeah. Poor fella.
That's bad, man. That's so bad that if your man is walking like that's bad, man.
Yeah. That's just sad. Yeah, I never thought I'd feel bad for him, but
like
here
this
I am.
is a Beyonce concert. He knows everyone's watching this shit. That's almost like a help me fucking like rescue note. That's bad, man. I was like, oh,
Poor guy.
yeah. And then I love the comment section. You go down below. Okay, but who is this? Because she understood the assignment. I agree. That's a hell of an outfit.
I love seeing everybody's outfits for the Beyonce concert. I didn't know it was like a Rocky Horror Picture Show type thing where everybody comes dressed up.
Oh yeah, if you're going to Queen Bee, you go correct. You go dressed as you go hard. You got to go super hard. I mean, look.
I don't
look
even
at my
listen to
show.
her, but I want to go now. I want to dress up.
You should. You should want to go just to dress up because it's an event, and you never know. You might get bitched out by Haley Bieber.
Yeah, but yeah, that's a high possibility.
It's a very good chance. It's a very high possibility. Lucid Enemy, hell yeah, good to hear it. It may light your aperture forever. The aperture is perfectly lit, as you can see, because now look at us. So what happened was we got a new key light, and it's like the best light in the world. Basically hard. So this thing, you know what percentage out of 100 my light is currently on right now?
What?
17.
Oh.
17. And it's
that looks so
still,
cool.
I can't look at it. If I look at it, it'll blind my cornea still. It's bad. I will become Stevie Wonder for the rest of the show. It's not good. It's bad. $2 for Trippy Savage for the Dunham P-hole fund. There you go. That's good.
Good
Teddy, great call. Teddy, if you can get Jeff Dunham to agree to it, go for it. This could be your breakout project. Listen, Jeff, I know you have a lot of things on your plate, but I just need a moment of your time.
We know you're watching.
I got a real exciting proposition for you. Have you ever, by chance, now this is an important question, this will really judge the way the rest of this conversation will go, but have you ever just wanted stuff shoved up your dick hole? No? Okay, I'm sorry I wasted your time.
Me?
No, I was I was doing the Jeff Dunham bit. I like that you got excited.
Stories.
I bet.
Yeah.
You look like a sounder. You look like,
well, not me personally, but I've done
You
a bit
sounded.
on some victims. Yeah.
have you really?
Oh yeah. Yes.
Oh no. That's
my jam.
No, that's not.
Gotta make
bueno.
them squirm.
Lucid Enemy, what light do you have? Is it an affordable one? I don't think it is. No, because I'm always in need of light. What is this thing? This is it's an Amaran 100DS. Yeah, you gotta have the D. You need the D. It's very important. This thing is ridiculous. It's an Amaran, not an Amaranth. That does different things. But the Amaran, this thing is awesome. And it's gigantic. It's like a friggin' studio light. It's terrifying. Lights, camera, action. That's what I fucking feel.
Love it. It looks great.
It really does capture my copiousness in full effect, does it not?
It does.
Yeah. Pretty happy. Polyrhythm, you're not going to buy the same light for run and gun shooting and video streaming. No, you will not. You will be buying completely different. Check them, Polyrhythm. Check them. Black Rose saying, looking great, Dave. Thank you so much. Looking great, sounding great, feeling great. I picked apples yesterday. Apples and pears. It was fun. I like it. We did pick a very hot day to do it, but it was actually a great activity. I had a lot of fun with that. And we have a lot of pears and apples now, so I'm going to make a pie.
Now, have you ever bit into one and found a worm?
Not yet. Not in one of these, luckily. I think they use lots of good natural pesticides.
Oh, that's good. I've had bad experiences with picking apples.
I've been really lucky with fruit. I don't think it's ever happened to me where I bit in and gotten a worm.
It's ruined apples from an orchard for me.
Really?
Oh yeah.
You want all kinds of pesticides on your apples from now on.
Yeah, I'm pro pesticides as long as it keeps the worms out of my apples. You bite into it and you see the little hole and you just sit there and wait for a second and then it'll pop up.
Hello. Yeah, he just comes out and goes, hello. Hello, how can I help you today? Oh,
Yeah, this is my home. What are you doing?
This is my home. Why have you come into my home? How dare you? I don't know why I'm French, but go with it. I am French. Trippy Savage, you do some cider too? Actually, I didn't get to do cider on the actual trails, but we went to an incredible restaurant after, and I don't even know if anyone even noticed, but I had 2 hard ciders.
Ooh.
I drank 2 of them. I was like, I'll take a second, please. They were really good. They were delicioso. Being French is the truest form of comedy, Teddy. This is true. Fair, but I expected Dave to get a portable light, not one on a C-stand. This is actually a portable light. I put it on a stand. It is a portable light. Like, it's big, but it's a portable light. You can move this thing around. It's not a stage light as I made it out to be. All right, so this says it's a college girl. This does not look like a college class. So I think this has already got me sketched. Because I do not think, oh God, why is Def Noodles on every comment on everything? He's
on it.
He's everywhere, buddy. There's something wrong with this man. Like, he's got a million videos out every goddamn day on Twitter about a million different fucking topics. And now, it's not even now. I swear to God, this happens all the time. I was saying this to someone the other day. I was going, he's always kind of been this way. I can't tell you how many times. I'll just be in a random ass fucking subject, and the first comment will be Def Noodles, and boom, there the fuck it is. You can't escape the Def Noodles. This is great. God, that's hilarious.
It's like, y'all will look at me.
Yes, you will see me.
Yeah.
I like that. It's funny. So I don't think this is college, but this is funny nonetheless. Apparently, a young lady decides she's going to wear a bikini. Oh, that's why they did it. That's why this person. That's shady. See, now that I didn't think of it. Have you figured it out yet? Have you figured out why they would say college girl?
Is it porn related?
I think no, not porn related. I think that this is to get people to click on it, because most people wouldn't click on it if they're like, that's a high school girl and creepy. College girl, not creepy.
Yeah.
So you see college girl, right. you're more inclined to click on it. If you see high school girl, you're more inclined to question. That's fucking, and I think this clip is an old clip too. That's actually quite fucking agitating. These deceptive motherfuckers. He knew what he was doing. That ain't no college classroom.
Yeah.
I don't even care about the clip. I'm more angry at this guy.
Yeah, I've never seen like that. Yeah, that doesn't look like a college classroom.
They don't sit you in those chairs in college.
Yeah.
Actually, some places they do. I think they do here in Connecticut, actually.
I'm here at school because I got it.
I'm asking you, did your mother see you leave out the house like that? Because at this point, that's who I'm going to call. Your mother.
Bunny, I can see you going to school dressed like that.
Oh no, she needs a whooping.
She's.
I'm a modest clown.
Well, somebody's gonna have.
Did you say you're a modest clown?
Yeah.
Yeah, fair enough.
Come get you because you cannot be at school like this.
Catch her on Camp Soda tonight.
I can't watch.
Because it's inappropriate.
What's inappropriate?
Everything you have on. No, everything you have on is inappropriate.
What we're all wearing is inappropriate.
Everything you have on is inappropriate.
It's a hot mess.
Clothes on. I got top and bottom.
Top and bottom.
She does have a top and bottom. She has a good point there. It's a fair point. It's a fair point. It's a fair point.
She might as well have worn 2 Band-Aids and a slice of bologna.
Seriously, I love this teacher. She's trying not to. She wants to drag this girl out of this classroom. You can tell.
Yeah, she's got her sneakers on, so she's ready to whoop her ass.
Oh, she does got the sneakers on. She's ready to go.
thought you was gonna come to school.
I thought I was gonna come.
And as Def Noodles pointed out down below, yes, this guy is trying to not glance with everything he is worth.
Yeah, he's like, my girlfriend's sitting in the back of the classroom.
He goes, girl, that's my mama teaching this class.
Lesson in my top and my bottom, and then let's learn a lesson.
No, you ain't gonna learn a lesson in my class. The lesson is to put clothes on in the morning when you come into school. That's your lesson.
Am I supposed to be doing my presentation? Because this is easy.
Yeah, after I get her up and out of my class, we will go ahead and finish what we learned.
I came into school with my bag with everything ready to learn. I sat down front and center, ready to learn, and then you made a moment out of me.
You caused the scene.
You can't victimize yourself, lady. Sorry, no.
And like the hoops, everybody should have seen this coming.
Oh yeah.
Got the hoop earrings.
Bigger the hoops, Jesus.
Yeah.
That's enough of that one. All right, so I'm gonna throw a little wrestling at you. You ready for a little wrestling?
All right. I'm ready.
This is Chad Gable. Okay. Chad Gable is a favorite in wrestling. A lot of people like him. He's very small, but he is an actual Olympian. He's a former Olympian.
That's what I thought.
Yeah,
2012.
Yes. Holy shit. Yes, he is. He's an Olympian. Incredible wrestler. One of the greatest amateur wrestlers of all time. And he came to WWE with a lot of fanfare, and he's done a lot of great stuff, and he's just really impressive. And he had this run in NXT in his early days called American Alpha with Jason Jordan. And Jason Jordan, unfortunately, he was another stud who kind of WWE thought was going to be the big pop of the two. And they kind of threw all their money at him and forgot about Gable. And then Jason Jordan got hurt and couldn't ever wrestle again. So, and Chad Gable's been kind of left in this weird state ever since, but he's managed to make it work. He's taken bad gimmicks and made them work and found ways to get over and really make something special. And the most important thing, he's one of the most physically gifted wrestlers on the planet today. So he was getting ready for his Intercontinental title rematch with Gunther, who is also just an absolute beast. And as he was heading up there, he ran into his old partner.
Hey, man. There he is. There he is. How are you? You ready? Oh, I miss you. You too. I'm ready. I'm ready. I feel good. I got the butterflies, but the good kind. You know what I mean?
Those are good. Keeps you on your toes. I just wanted you to know, like, nobody believes in you more than me. And I just know tonight's the night you're gonna shot for work.
That means a lot. I mean, I can think of like, honestly, like 1,000 people that I owe stuff to getting to this point and everything, but you've been there since the beginning, and that's not the cliche when people say that. Like, you were there when I was doing the Ready, Willing, and Gable, the long hair, the headbands, all that crap, and you're still here, and you're saying stuff like this to me that it gives me all the confidence in the world, buddy. I appreciate it. Yeah.
I don't really know what to say. I guess just... thank you!
That's Chad Gable's gimmick. Is the thank you. Shoosh. Teddy, $5. The guy looks like me if I look completely different. There you go.
Oh, handsome.
That's right. That's right. Shoosh. That's his gimmick. He does shoosh. Thank you. That's his big thing. But he's really funny and really talented. So this is Chad Gable's kids.
Oh, little precious.
He lost the match and they were at ringside and they cried. It's one of my favorite moments ever. I put a video out of it this morning on Twitter and we're going to watch it again because it's amazing. It's great. It's great. And the match was amazing. The match was absolutely incredible. It really, 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 really was. This was such a good match. But to me, it's so good. Show me. Oh, God. Oh, it's trying to stop me from my crapulence.
It's the universe. It's them stars.
See, I don't like ugly. I want to see them kids cry, man.
Let it be known they like seeing kids cry.
I do. It's hilarious. We all need to see them kids cry. Where the fuck? Where the goddamn? I really hate when things don't go the way I want them to go. Is it so hard? Is it so hard?
Something's in retrograde.
Something's in retrograde, indeed. Here we go. Here we go.
Almost a panic in the eyes of Gunther. History beckons.
Go, Daddy, go! Look, they're so excited. Look how excited. She thought he was gonna win.
Oh.
He thought he was gonna win. Such a good match, though. This was a killer match. It was so good. It really was. Rolled through that shit. That was awesome.
Yeah.
Come on. All right, here comes. Best part. Big clothesline. Oosh!
Oh.
1, 2, 3. Yeah.
She's like, everybody's gonna make fun of me in school now.
It's so good. I just want to see that clip over and over and over. It's look at the heartbreak. It's so good.
She ain't gonna be able to look at her dad.
It's amazing. He failed her. He failed her on this day. She's never gonna be able to trust a man again. Polyrhythm. I know that is why. Oh, you guys talk about UFC being fake and stuff. You guys are funny. Yeah, so I could watch that little girl cry all day. That's fantastic. That means Chad Gable really did his job because he didn't tell her. Think about that. He did not prepare his child. That's amazing. That's a professional wrestler right there. That's a professional wrestler. That makes me happy. Makes me happier than it should. All right. I didn't know Joe Jonas and Sophie Turner were even married.
I don't know any celebrities that are linked up. Like, I was surprised the other day when I learned, oh shoot, I forgot who it was already.
Oh, look at
but
that.
yeah, I'm
Prove your
always
point
surprised
further.
at celebrity couples. Yeah, and they're like, they've been together for 20 years. And I'm like, what?
Yeah, right? Like, you don't even know most of the time. But like this one, it really caught me off guard. A Jonas and the Queen of the North. I don't know. It's freaking crazy. So I wasn't expecting that. But so they got divorced, and then like everybody, like the jokes are starting because I had no idea. I didn't know Sophie Turner was a hell on wheels type of lady. I'm seeing this now. I had no friggin' clue. But apparently Joe Jonas, he filed for divorce.
Oh.
And so, like, a source told TMZ, she likes to party. He likes to stay at home. They have very different lifestyles. I have no idea. All I do know is wasn't the Jonases the Purity Ring kids?
Yes.
They were the Purity Ring kids, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Like, what do you expect? He's the Purity Ring kid. He's the Purity Ring kid. Don't you want to be pure with me?
From the South, ain't they?
I think so. I'm not sure. They're from money. That's what I know. These kids, that's all they've done is make money. And now
I've been to their family's restaurant, and it is amazing.
What do you mean their family has a restaurant?
Yeah, they have a restaurant. It's like good Southern cooking.
Really? What is it called?
Yeah. I can't remember what it's called, but I had chicken and dumplings, and they were amazing. And I'm like very critical when it comes to chicken and dumplings.
You're a chicken and dumpling connoisseur, are you?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Yes.
Nice. Yes, but this whole thing, I didn't even know that he did that song "Cake by the Ocean." I didn't even know that was his band.
Huh.
Yeah, "Cake by the Ocean" and "Kissing Strangers." What is the name of that? I don't even know what the name of his band is. But yeah, that's Joe Jonas.
Oh, their restaurant's called Nellie's Southern Kitchen.
Oh, okay. Oh, the Bollywood starlet Priyanka Chopra and Nick Jonas are married. I didn't know that.
Oh.
Wow.
Interesting.
That's interesting. Yeah.
And then there's that poor ugly one that I don't know, he's probably still a virgin.
The third Jonas is an Uggo? I didn't know that.
Oh, yeah, Kevin.
Kevin
yeah,
Jonas?
He's hard to look at.
Let's see what Kevin... Did you just say Kevin Jonas is hard to look at?
Yeah, he's one of those.
Well, let's find out. Oh, yeah, that is kind of unfortunate.
Yeah.
But not everybody looks like that on Dave, though, so, you know.
That's true.
I don't know. I mean, you might be being a little mean here. Is Kevin Jonas a bad-looking guy?
I think so.
He looks like
in
a minor league
comparison to his
baseball
brothers.
Player. I don't know. He looks like a Jonas. Well, let's see the other ones.
He might have a good butt. The baseball thing. He could have a good baseball butt.
I don't know if Joe Jonas is better looking than him.
I think he is. But honestly, none of them are my cup of tea.
And
None of them are chunky enough for me. So.
You're a chubby chaser. You like the big guys. You like it.
Yeah, I like them chunky.
You like the chunky monkey. That's good. Yeah, I don't know. I think I might just being a dissenting opinion here, but I think the ugly one might be the best looking of the three.
Well,
what was his name? Kevin?
Yeah, Kevin's ugly.
I forgot his name. He might be ugly. I don't know. If I can forget his name that easy, he's probably ugly.
Yeah.
A little more wrestling for you.
Okay.
A little bit more. I actually went a lot longer with all the minor stuff than I intended to tonight, but oh well. It's kind of been par for the course as of late. 6-year-old, $5. He looks like a man that should be good. He looks like a man that should look good, but something is off.
Yeah, I think it's his weird little mouth.
Oh, he's got a little weird mouth. Okay. At least we're starting to get to the root of the problem. That's good. So I have to take a moment here and make fun of Tony Khan. So over the last couple of weeks, Tony Khan, AEW, CM Punk thrust into the wrestling headlines because CM Punk has been fired from AEW. And they were going to Chicago, which is CM Punk's hometown. And Tony Khan decided the best way to break the news to his hometown crowd would to be go out, grab a chair, and say some of the fucking weakest shit in the history of wrestling. This dude, let me see if I can find the great part. Listen to him getting booed. Listen to him getting booed. Good. Yeah, the elite.
Oh, they're booing.
Yeah.
It was very tough. When I met them, action that I took. The action that I took.
He couldn't even, listen, he has to keep saying, the action that I took. He's such a fucking coward. He can't say, this investigation led to me firing CM Punk, me firing Phil Brooks. He can't even say, me taking the action that I took. He's a fucking coward. This is not a leader. I hate Tony Khan. I can't stand this guy because everyone wants to fucking praise AEW all you want. AEW deserves the credit that they deserve for being able to stay afloat, especially when you consider that they are run by a completely inept, pussified fucking jerkbag like goddamn Tony Khan. This guy is spineless. He's a jellyfish. I don't even like Jim Cornette, but if Jim Cornette was dealing with something like this, he would have shot 7 people already. It's like, what the hell, Tony Khan? What the fuck, man? I really just can't stand him. He would go on to... He goes on to say, he's like, I've never in my life in professional wrestling feared for my public safety. Shut up. Phil Brooks is goddamn skinny fat at best, and he's 44. Shut the fuck up. Jesus Christ, I can't stand him. Sorry.
I loved it.
I hate him. I hate him so much. He's just the worst. He's the fucking worst. We're doing so good. You guys should appreciate that we're a true second-tier company. We sold all these tickets, and now we're like WrestleMania. No, you're not, dickhead. Your big event that you sold 81,000 tickets to, not one fucking person is talking about a single match from that event. Instead, they're talking about you, CM Punk, and the big debacle because you can't manage your company, your people, or even yourself. Get a fucking clue.
Ooh. Got Dave going.
He really does. You know, the stupid son of a bitch, he comes in here and he wants to act like he's a big jackass. He doesn't even understand. You come in here with your mealy mouth, beady little eyes. You want to come look at Stone Cold right in his dark, soulless eyes, you stupid jackass. I'll give you a 316 on your ass and I'll drink 1 beer, 2 beers, 3 beers. What? You stupid son of a bitch. Oh, that feels better.
That's my favorite.
That feels good. I feel like I exorcised the demon. I have exorcised the demon. This Dave is clear. All right. On a sad note, because I'm the king of transitions, have you ever done the Pocky One Chip Challenge?
No. Mm-mm.
Do you remember when I did it last year?
I do.
I got the great video where it turned my tongue blue and all this shit. So yeah. I've been eating spicy stuff on camera for a long time, but keep in mind, I am an adult, and these chips, all these things are recommended for adults. For adults,
yeah.
They really, really recommend it. He was like 14.
Oh,
this kid was like 4 fucking teen. Now, unfortunately, there's a lot that we don't know. Massachusetts teen dies after taking part in social media spicy one chip challenge. Massachusetts 14-year-old died Friday, hours after participating in the so-called one chip challenge, a viral social media trend that teen's family believes contributed to his sudden death. Harris Wobula, a sophomore at Dotree Memorial High School in Worcester, oh wow, that's not even that far from me, consumed an exceedingly spicy Pocky chip at school and quickly developed a stomachache, his mother Lois told NBC 10 Boston. Harris was picked up by the family and brought home and started to feel better, but was later found passed out when he intended to leave for his basketball tryouts, his mom reportedly said. The teen was rushed to a nearby hospital and pronounced dead. The cause of death has not been confirmed, autopsy pending results. But it's a pretty crazy one because this is not something you hear that happens a lot. You know, I haven't heard of a lot of deaths that have come from these. So, but it's very possible the stuff that is in peppers and these type of concentrates, they can fuck you up. They can render you dicked. What's the hottest thing you've ever eaten?
Pure capsaicin.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I worked at a restaurant once, and a guy thought it would be funny to put some pure capsaicin around my cup.
Nice.
And it burnt and blistered the corners of my mouth. It was horrible.
Yep.
It was funny, but horrible.
It is. It's fucking terrible. But so The article does demonize a little bit and then kind of brings it back. The Pocky brand says on site that chips should only be eaten by adults. It does say it on the packaging. They say it do many, many times. They even state about like even touching the chip, you should really wash your hands afterwards and all this. It's a terrible situation. Yeah,
That's so sad. Look how precious.
He is precious. It's fucking terrible that this shit happens, man. But you look at social media and you start to really question. It's like everything. I haven't even heard of this one. You know, the Pocky One Chip Challenge is a viral thing, yes, but it's also mainstream media driven. I would like to point out, like this was. Are we forgetting that Hot Ones was a thing and all of this glorification of hot, spicy food and all the like?
Yeah.
Let's not go right to like. I have no problem blaming TikTok and China. I have no problem. Blame them for everything.
Yeah.
But
honestly, I don't. This is another reason why I don't think kids should be on the internet at all.
Right. I mean, it's starting to make
They're
me
too
wonder.
stupid.
Yeah, kids are really dumb. Because think about how dumb we are. Think about all the stupid shit
Yeah.
we do. We do stupid stuff. We do a lot of stuff.
Oh yeah, I'm dumb as hell.
Yeah, hell yeah, we are. And but you know, we can handle it because we're adults.
Yeah, I'm resilient.
They're resilient, yes, absolutely. But you know, rest in peace to this poor kid, and I hope his family, you know, can find some sort of solace somewhere. I mean, it's such a terrible fucking situation.
Yeah.
And hopefully, you know, for this will be explained to some sort of a decent degree, but it never really does. Two quick stories. Israel Adesanya, Shevchenko, and Volkanovski are the new cover athletes for UFC 5, which is getting ready to release. If you guys are into that, I will definitely be playing this game. Pretty excited about that. Did you hear about Burning Man?
Oh, I heard about Burning Man.
Did you hear about Burning Man this year?
Yeah.
Holy shit. This is crazy. Descends into chaos as revelers finally snap and fight during a mass exodus from the Washout Festival, and officials name a 32-year-old who died, admitting rain and mud delayed their rescue responses. Burning Man finished on Monday.
I didn't hear about the death.
Yep. With the burning of the man at 9 p.m. They actually still did it. About 64,000 people had stayed in the Nevada desert to watch the grand finale. 64,000 idiots still stayed after that?
My Lord.
Jesus.
Now, that's the good Lord telling them they all need to take a bath.
Right.
Like,
yes.
that's what that was.
It really was. Like, go home. Don't make me flood you. You don't have an ark. Go home. You're burning the only wood you have. This is bad for you. Go home. But it's crazy. So, look, oh, my God. Look at that.
And everybody's RVs stuck in the mud.
Oh, fuck that. That's ridiculous.
Yep.
I'm okay if they
Honestly,
end Burning
it's
Man.
a bad idea.
I think
the whole
Burning
thing
Man's
is really a bad idea.
Burning Man itself is just a bad idea. It's stupid.
Yeah.
I think I'm done. I think I'm over it. I think I'm over Burning Man.
Yeah. Just cancel it.
I've never gone, never will go, but I'm over it anyway.
Yeah.
All right. So, you ready to get a little gross?
Yeah, I'm more
This is a horrible story. There's no way around how horrible this fucking thing is. And I get mad about this shit because I hate when and then granted it's been a couple of years since this has been an active account, but the story is now getting very big at the moment. I hate family vlog channels for the most part. Like I like them. I think that they can be very useful, but there are so many that turn out to just be full of shit. When you go back to Shay Carl type stuff, you know.
Oh yeah.
Historically, you know what shit. I met some really, really cool people because of Shay Carl. I gotta thank Shay Carl and his full of shitness for those gifts that I was able to receive. But family vlog channels in and of themselves are not bad. They're not inherently bad. They're actually good for the most part. There's a lot of very good family vlog channels that show interesting steps that they took in their journeys. I mean, they can be great. Like any form of vlogging, like any form of content, they can be amazing.
Yeah.
But there's a small percentage of them out there that unfortunately are incredibly misguided and scary and dangerous. And we saw it with Daddy 05, and that was to one degree. Okay?
Yeah.
What we've now seen with 8 passengers is something totally different. And I honestly don't know how this was accepted I know there were complaints. I understand all that. We're going to go through the timeline a little bit. I get that there were complaints. I get that the people were speaking out. But man, how did it take this long and maybe the answer is just sometimes it just takes that long, Dave, shut the fuck up. And I can accept that. But the stuff that was on camera, the stuff that she was saying, the things that she was
there was
showing.
plenty of stuff leading up to this, like that should have been big red flags, which I think a lot of people did see it as big red flags.
But no action was really taken. And this is what this article, I decided to go with this article from the Salt Lake Tribune because it does a really good job of kind of having everything in it. So what is starting to come out now? Because this happened like 5 days ago, and then there's really not been any update. We know she got arrested. You know, she's got like 5 counts against her. 6 counts of aggravated child abuse, each one with a chance of 15 years and a $10,000 fine. And this is for both women, Jody Hildebrandt and Ruby Franke. So it's for both of them. So
Lord have mercy.
When you just see and hear these things, it makes you be like, what the fuck, right? But then when you realize that there's been family members that have been speaking out there. Now, the sisters that are identifying themselves on Facebook and places like that, or social media rather, we're still like, they're still trying to confirm that they are who they're saying they aren't. But the daughters that are speaking out, with like Frankie's estranged oldest daughter and stuff like that, they're saying finally, they're speaking out that this is crazy that it hasn't happened before. They go on to say that they were telling Child Protective Services, people were talking about it, and nothing was happening.
See, that's like the flaw in our system, though. That's how it always goes. It takes something really horrible happening for them to actually knock at somebody's door.
But it makes you wonder why. Now, now I immediately go to nefariousness, because this was a very successful channel. This was at 2.3 million followers. This was a channel that made money. This was a channel that made influence. And therefore, this means that this family and this attraction was important to the town. I'm just saying that it's not beyond the fucking realm of reproach that this family's importance to the town may have outweighed the safety of those children to somebody in Child Protective Services or the police department or somewhere in the judicial system that failed this fucking family. This Salt Lake they failed these kids, man. Failed the shit out of them. They had duct tape around their wrists and ankles. They were emaciated. That's
horrible.
Tragic. They escaped out of it's unbelievable that this happened. And I cannot even begin to as a father, as a father who judges himself harshly, like when I've had to discipline my own daughter, like, oh man, that was really fucking hard on her. It's like I can't even imagine. Like, and then the justifying it the way I listen to some of these videos, and I'm just gonna be honest. I don't really want to play any of mine on screen. I don't want to listen to her stupid fucking face. I don't want to listen to her justify her talking about her and her fucking husband at the time, talking about how they spoke to the fucking children and how the children should understand in a way. Shut the fuck up. You're talking to a 4-year-old. Like, what are you talking about? Like, what do you mean?
Like the one video where she was explaining how her kindergarten daughter is responsible for packing her own lunch.
Right.
Like that, like it's like they stop seeing their kids as kids and just seeing them as a check.
Yeah, and all the chores and stuff that they would have to do before they would eat breakfast. I mean, the fact that they would glorify all this stuff. Now, granted, this is not the first time that we've seen all of these things. We've seen rough disciplinary things in other families that are very conservative, and a lot of babies, not like the John and Kate +8 now, of course the Duggars. Now, just saying, all these families end up being fucked up. They all end up being fucked up. It ends up coming out every time, and yet every time a new one of these families pop up and start fucking hypnotizing everybody, the same thing happens. Everyone buys into it all the fuck over again, and then within 5 to 10 years, they find out that they are horrible. Horrible. Jesus, like this, it's like this is possibly even not possibly. I would say most people would accept this than having a Josh fucking Duggar on the loose. But my God,
it's so sad.
It's so fucking sad, and it's disgusting that it's so public, that it can happen so publicly in front of so many eyes. It's just crazy to me. I just don't get it. The condition of the juvenile was so severe that they were seen by Santa Clara Evans EMS and transported to local area hospital. Court documents say Frankie, who lives in Springville, was observed as a YouTube video filmed in Hildebrandt's home 2 days. They're still creating content of some kind. They're still filming. Observed on a YouTube video. This is crazy. Filmed at Hildebrandt. The manager, that has another term to it. I have no idea what the relationship was at the time, but the police are at least charging her as an equal in the responsibility of what has happened. Now, I don't know if it's just because it was her home or what the case may be but they're not separate charges. You know, she's getting the exact same fucking charges, and I don't know what that means, but there's so many questions that I have of how that happens. Of where's the father in the situation? I want to dig into this more and just find out so much more, but it's pretty fucking disgusting. Frankie's husband Kevin, through a short statement from his attorney, says the focus is simply to keep the children together under his fatherly care. Kevin Franke was seen at the family Springville home on Saturday. That's good. Following the arrest, Frankie's oldest daughter Sherry posted on her Instagram story a picture of the police officers with the caption "Finally." In a subsequent post, she said she's glad that justice is being served. We've been trying to tell police and CPS for years about this, and so glad they finally decided to step up, Sherry wrote, according to a screenshot of her Instagram story reported by People. Kids are safe, but there's a long road ahead. Please keep them in your prayers and also respect their privacy. In April, Sherry Franke, now a junior at BYU, revealed on a podcast that she has cut ties with her families last year after they joined the Connie Zeons. What the fuck is that?
Like some weird church.
Oh, Connections. I just read that. I read that. Connie Zeons. I read that as weird as fuck. Connie, but it's clearly Connections. I'm a fucking idiot. That's amazing. You want to hear my Mormon story?
I would love to.
I have a Mormon story. So I was born Catholic. I was raised Catholic. I went to my first communion, confirmation, the whole shebang of Bob, right?
Yeah.
As I entered my teens, I struggled with a lot of things. I was reading a lot. I was doing a lot of research into a lot of theologies and faiths and all these type of things. Mm-hmm. But I also just love sports. And I went to this really crappy high school, Clark High School. And it was pretty shit. And there was a church that was close to it. There were a few churches. And this church was LDS church. It was a Mormon church. But the reason why the church was interesting is because they had their own gym. Because the Mormons were too good to play at the gym at the school. So all the Mormons would go across the street to this fucking multi-million-dollar gym that they constructed in the church. Thank you, Teddy. $5. Want to hear my more? Shut up. Thank you for your money. Keep opening that wallet, ho. I was a good basketball player, but I was. This is actually a true fact. At my first high school, I was like one of like 25 white kids. I was a good athlete, but it was very difficult, especially as a freshman, where I was not at my physical peak yet, to make any teams. I was just not getting on teams. I was not making teams. I was not good enough. I just wasn't. It was a big high school. Both high schools that I went to were 5A high schools, you know. But I did make. But then when I became a junior and went to a bigger school, I was a fucking varsity on 4 different sports. So it's like it is what it is. I don't cry over it. It made me better.
You learned how to jump.
So check this out. So because I couldn't make the fucking teams, I'm like, well, what about the Mormon church? What about that gym? And I had a buddy. Logical. You're right. I had a buddy who was like, do you want to come play? Do you want to come play on the gym? I'm like, yeah, okay. And I would find out that they have like a huge Mormon basketball league. Like it's huge. They travel all over and they play each other in fucking basketball. It's insane. And
Wow.
they're garbage. They're straight fucking trash. They can't ball. Mormons can't ball. They're not ballers. They cannot ball. Now, I could not get on my high school fucking team as a freshman. Could not do it. But I walked onto that Mormon court and I was fucking white Michael Jordan. I was awesome. I'm dropping 50 a game. I'm like crossing people up. I'm making these kids look horrible. My mom never came to one game. I kept her away. No, I kept her away. The Mormons were not going to accept her, and she would actually. There's you'll see why in a second. But so we stomp through. We win the tournaments. We fucking go. We travel. We do all of this shit. We rock these motherfuckers. We're like the best team in the history of Mormons, man. This is amazing. I'm a living god to the Mormons. It was incredible. Like, this is awesome. Joseph Smith ain't got shit on me. It was incredible. So I was but I was even getting into it. I was like getting into the church. I was getting into the people. I was just, it was really nice. It was like they were so friendly, and my mom was horrible. And these people were so nice. And I was like, this was before the South Park episode, keep in mind. I was just so fucking enamored by all of it. Have you ever been ice blocking?
No.
Do you know what ice blocking is?
I have no
All right.
idea.
Well, here's what you do. If you want to go ice blocking, and this is what the Mormons showed me. This was in Las Vegas. We don't exactly have a lot of snowy fields, but if you want the sensation of it, you find yourself a big grassy hill. You get yourself a big fucking block of ice. You get yourself a cloth. You sit on it, and then you have the most exhilarating ride of your life that doesn't happen in bed.
That sounds like fun.
It is so much fun. It blows your face off. You go down this hill on a block of ice at 1,000,000 miles an hour. You probably almost kill yourself, but you don't even care. You're just exhilarated to be alive. And these Mormons gave me that gift. So we win everything. I'm thinking everything's great. We're talking about conversion. We're talking about conversion, son. I'm like, I'm ready to go. I want to go on missions. I'm going to do the whole thing. It's going to be great. So I get my mom to meet. And my mom is a Catholic and all that, but she's non-practicing. She just thought that angels were real and she was going to heaven no matter what she did. I had to remind her all the time. If she was right and everything was real, she was not going where she thought she was. And I don't know. Maybe I'll find out one day. But so she meets the Mormons. I'm just going to say it did not go well. It did not go well. She meets the bishop. Does not go well.
Oh, goodness.
We have one more game. We win. The next week I come in because, we're still going to practice and all that. And I get pulled aside by the bishop and he tells me that I am not Mormon material. Excuse me. I and my family are not Mormon material and I was not welcome to play on their courts anymore. And they kicked me off. They kicked me out of the courts. They kicked me out of the church. And because they didn't view it as kicking me out because I was never part of a church. I was never part of them. And they made that very clear to me of what I was. And it was never that case before. But when it was time to brush me off, they made it very clear what I was. They did not care to tell a fucking 15-year-old kid that he'd been used. And it's basically just what they told me. They did not care.
Sad.
So,
Fuck them Mormons.
Yeah. You know what I did the next day?
What?
This is also a true story. I've never told this on camera. I fucking piled up all the dog shit in the area that I could fucking find between the time I got home and the time that I went to school the next day, and I fucking threw it through all their windows in the rectory. I fucked their floors up. I don't give a shit.
That's what Jesus would have done.
I felt it was Christ-like. I felt Jesus would have done the same thing.
He was working through you right then.
He was. I was so mad. And then, I've met a lot of Mormons since then, and every time I've told that story to them, I have gotten nothing but sympathy. I've got, that is not how things are. That is not how Mormons are. But I'll tell you, the more that I fucking see this shit, the more that the deeper you go into Utah, they fucked up peoples, man. And
yeah.
But I'm also, obviously, I wanted to tell that story so you guys could understand my Mormon bias.
And I want to know something because I've only ever met redheaded Mormons. Is that like a thing? Are there a lot of redheaded Mormons, or is that just like
It would
my
make a lot
area?
more sense to me if there were a lot of redheaded Mormons.
Yeah.
Thank you, Trippy Savage, for the $2. Well, season's over, kid. Have a nice time in hell. Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. Pretty much. Well, you know how much I love that episode? I still have not seen Book of Mormon. I really want to see it.
Oh, really?
I still have not seen it. I mean, I've seen it and heard, but I've never gone live. I still want to see that for that reason.
Yeah.
Because it's one of my favorite episodes of South Park because it's so fucking funny. And it was really the experience that in some ways that I had. Now, it was just, I didn't have the experience of not believing anything. I don't care. I mean, like, if I get the message of your religion or your ideology, you can tell me any fucking story you want. The story doesn't matter to me. You're telling me the story. The ideology that you're feeding me or giving me or the reason behind it, that is beyond you. That is something of humanity. That's something tangible. That's a totally different thing. Your story doesn't matter to me. I don't care. The stories are great. They're there to reinforce the message, but they should never take away from the message. And that's where I usually get fucked up with religion, you know?
Yeah.
So, I mean, I'm just about that. Like, if I can believe in what you're trying to say as a message for the good of myself and the people around me, I'll fuck with it. I don't care how crazy the message is. Like, that does not matter to me.
Yeah.
So it sucked to go through, but it made me ultimately stronger. Yeah, what can you say to me after that? Like, I was bulletproof for a while. Man, it was a good time.
I bet. That's cruel.
Yeah, it was good times. So let's see here. But now again, all the clips and everything that are being thrown up and stuff is just continuing, and you guys are gonna see it more and more. I think this is probably gonna be a story that's gonna last for a while. It's gonna stick around for a while.
Oh yeah, more's probably gonna come out.
Oh, so much is gonna come out. Oh, wait a second. What's this? Mormon mom TikTok star Taylor Franke Paul reaches plea deal for alleged assault. Who's this? Utah. What the fuck is this? We just find another one?
Yeah.
An influencer was initially charged in March after an altercation with her then boyfriend in which her daughter was injured, authorities say. Utah content creator, Mormon mom TikTok star Taylor Franke Paul entered a plea in abeyance Friday related to a February altercation with her boyfriend at the time. Paul was charged in March to report domestic violence. Wow, Jesus Christ. Plea was held in abeyance for 3 years. Oh, Lord. 3 years? What the? So nothing actually happened. 3 years of just chilling and then a plea deal and nothing happened. Whatever. Will be supervised by an adult probation parole officer. Anyway, that's all I've got with that stuff. What do you think of the whole situation there, buddy? I mean, aside from disgusting, where do you think it's going to go? You think is this going to change anything in the public eye as far as when it comes to the whole influencing part of child family stuff, the whole parent-child paradigm? Where do you stand on the whole thing?
I feel like it should change something, but I really feel like it ain't going to. Because these people, their eyes are on the money. They don't care about their kids anymore once they start making all that money. And it's just sad.
It is sad. Abby Blackbird, I should have the live stream I did about Jody arrested with Frankie. I did on Cuck Channel up tonight. More to come. Yeah, apparently Abby's got all the details of all of it. If I was going deep diving, I would have had Abby on and a multitude of others. But this shit, to me, I'm not going to sit here and play all the videos. I'm not going to sit here and go through all the things. That's why I really like this article. I can only take so much because I get fucking mad over this shit. This stuff affects me. I get angry.
Yeah, anything with kids, it makes me sick.
Kids, fucking duct tape. No.
Yeah.
No. But aside from that, we can open up the calls if you guys have anything. Now's the time. You should already have been up in here waiting to call if you're not priority. If not, we're gonna get the F out of here. We're gonna go let Bunny on with her evening. What do you got going on tonight?
Nothing. Hanging out with you is all I have. Yep.
I was so happy when you said you can come on too. I was like, hey, I'm not going to be alone. Willie only wrote to tell me that he would not be coming on. I'm like, you're going to just stay silent,
so
you ginger
rude.
fuck. He's so rude, right? Isn't he? I think.
But then he called me an absolute beast, so I forgive him.
Well, you are an absolute beast. This is true. This is true. And Xylie's on break. Nick is probably still in Edwin Overload. Bo Blacks is.
Oh Lord.
My God. Now I tried to watch some of that, but
yeah.
Was it as much nothing as it looked like it was?
Well, I think a lot of the stuff that was asked, Edwin's reactions just really gave you all you needed to know. Even his non-answers were answers. Like he can't help but flounder.
Well, yeah.
Nick did great though.
Well, you love Nick.
Oh hell, Nick. Yeah.
You love him. Nick could have farted on his chest, and you would have been like, "He's such an artist."
Yeah, he would have drained my bank account if he had done that.
That's fantastic. All right. Well, I mean, what do you got going on the rest of the week?
Well, me and my friend Betty started our own podcast, so we'll be recording our second episode of that coming up. That'll be fun. Our first episode was, of course, me just praising Nick for 2 hours, but it's called the Bunny and Betty Show.
The Bunny and Betty Show.
We couldn't come up with a name, and I was like, you know what? Like, it's us. Like, why do we need a cool name?
Yeah. The B&B, Bunny and Betty. There you go.
Yeah.
That's all you need. Well, good luck with that. I hope you get mucho sucesso.
Thank you.
You're more than welcome. But I think I'm going to go. Then when we get out of here, I'm going to go do one more rip with the MushPuffs, and I will let you get on with your evening. Hopefully we'll get you on more frequently. It's good to have you back. Missed your face.
It's good to be back. Thank you for having me on.
More than welcome. See you soon, Bunny.
Night.
And that's Bunny Buttons, everybody. Bunny Buttons. Thank you, Bunny Buttons. Mucho apreciado. And that just leaves you and me. Hello. Nice to see you. Hope you've been having a nice night over there, huh? Relaxing. Thinking about life. All that good stuff. Well, now is the time where we have to say goodbye. It's time to go because I simply don't want to talk to you anymore. I hope you've had a good one on this Tuesday. We're going to ramp up again tomorrow, possibly just Twitch. Actually, tomorrow is, I forgot where we are in the week. Tomorrow, Wednesday, open day, got other things, recording something. And we'll see you Thursday for another show, another dose of copiousness. Now, until then, all I can have you is have Real Talk, the Metaphor Messiah, take it to the morning light. Isn't that such a nice place to go? I thought you'd think so. Join me on the other side with your pieces for one more rip. We'll see you. Keep it copious. Remember, as always, if you don't have talent, have talented friends. Thank you, everybody who donated, subbed, and supported. You're all beautiful. Good night.
Scheming, here we go. I roll up, they say the city lights is feeling me. My girl, she's super real, she think that ain't nobody cool as me. Fly it in Pacifics, I'll be ripping till I'm gone. I sit back and blaze away like I'm Hakeem Olajuwon. But I guess that's what I need in life, cause I don't get no sleep at night. So I'ma just keep grinding till my people see the morning light. Feel like I'm Alexander's prodigy. Fuck your death threats, them niggas always talking honorary. The Pentagon the same, they trying to mold us into pottery. But even if I die, my lyrics still a living history. You mean they treat us like we pawns and we listen cause we scared they ain't gon' beef with Genghis Khan? I'm higher than a dinosaur, she Oreo like Baltimore. I taught them what I know, that make me feel like I was Gryffindor. Get your game right, she hot, I call her sunlight. With lips like she's Brad's life, I ask her cause a crash site. But that's the way it is, I guess I play protagonist. This shit will never change, I'ma go out with her. This may be everything I'm dreaming. I wake up, my superstition say the government is scheming. Here we go. This must be everything I'm dreaming. I wake up, my superstition say the government been scheming. Here we go. I roll up, they say the city lights is feeling me. My girl, she's super real. She think that ain't nobody cool as me. Fly it in Pacifics, I'll be ripping till I'm gone. I sit back and blaze away like I'm Hakeem Olajuwon. Yeah, da-da-da. Yeah, da-da-da. Hip-hop, I'm real talk. Hip-hop, I'm real talk. Da-da-da.
Good little J Philly.
Yeah.
Welcome to the new world. You dig?
you know we dig each and every single day. Thank you guys so much. We got one more rip for you. I do appreciate you guys coming out. Make sure you hit that like button on the way. Tell the kids where they can find copiousness. Have a good one, guys. Rip it up. And keep your night copious.